Hey everybody, welcome to build number 29. We are going to build some power again in our session today. So ready for a little bit of intensity and push. I have a little extra time today, so I'm going to put some time into rolling to get us started. So if you have a little more than 30 minutes today, grab your roller and join me. Otherwise, just skip ahead, get your quick little warm up and skip ahead to where we start our work. We are going to be using a heavy dumbbell, heavy kettlebell. I have a ball and two different band setups. So I have one on an anchor about hip height, hip to chest height is great. We're going to be using it to pull across. And then I have another one set up behind. We're going to be on the ground doing some overhead pulls with a band. All right, if you don't have a ball or band or kettlebell, that's totally fine. I'll give you other options along the way. All right, so join me on your roller. We're going to start on the upper back. So just set your back, mid back on that roller. You're going to lift your hips up off the ground. Still keep your core gently engaged. Take those deep inhales and exhales, and then just let your back roll up and down over that roller. Relax as much as you can. Get little pops. Lean over to one side. Get into the shoulder blade. That serratus muscle that we worked the other day. All right, and then other side. Lean over, get that serratus, get your lat. If you feel anything that's a little bit more tender, stay there just a little longer. All right, level off, roll down, and then let your elbows clip behind the roller. I still have my hips up off the ground, but you can relax your hips on the ground if you'd like, and then just let the hands rotate backwards. So you get a stretch through the chest. Feels good. All right, go ahead and release your elbows, and we're going to let the roller come on down to the base of your head. So rest the base of your head, your skull on the roller, and then rotate your head to the left and the right. This is always surprisingly effective for releasing pressure in your neck and your traps. If you slept funny, if you had a super stressful day. Hopefully you didn't. But you know, it happens. It's life. All right, stay on the right side, nod your head up and down. And then go to the left side, nod your head up and down. All right, and then back to center, up and down. Good. All right, just a couple more passes on your back. Dig in wherever you feel like you need. And then let's go into the IT band area. Cross your right leg on top of the left, and you're going to kind of roll on the outer edge of that left glute and thigh. Back and forth, wherever you feel like you need it a little bit more. Find the first few times you roll, it's a little bit awkward trying to figure out how to manage the roller and stay where you want it. You stay on it where you want it, but just don't give up. Keep going after it. If you ever struggle with knee issues, knees feeling tight, sometimes just rolling the legs helps release some of that tension and stiffness in the fascia, which is what encases the muscle. That can really release some of the pull and tension on knees. I've got a crazy tender spot right here. Focus on it just a bit. That doesn't need to be crazy. All right, let's do the same thing on the other side. Cross your left leg over. And now we'll roll the outside and up and down the right thigh. Into the glutes. You can always also keep the roller still and just move the body part, especially if you find a super tender area. Rolling on it doesn't feel so great. Just stay still and move your leg or appendage, whatever it is, back and forth there. All right. I'm going to roll on down into my calves. For this one, keep your feet relaxed. Just roll back and forth. Point your toes to the left. And then roll them back and forth to the right and the left. If you need a little bit more pressure, depending on how those calves are feeling, you can cross one ankle over the other. Get a little bit more pressure. All right, lastly, let's roll our quads, and then we'll get going on the rest of our warm-up and workout. All right, place the roller, middle of your thighs, plant onto your hands or your elbows. Relax those legs, roll back and forth. Push the hips back. Still stay gently contracted through that core. Pretty much always contracting the core, protect whatever else is going on, especially the low back, keeping that pelvis in neutral. So even when you're stretching or rolling, it's beneficial to keep track of what's going on with the pelvis. Make sure the body's staying healthy and happy in its positioning. All right, one more roll back and forth. Okay, get your roller out of the way and curl your toes under. I obviously am choosing to go barefoot today. I like to give myself that option and ability here and there. Not always, but often, depending on the state of your feet and how they're feeling. So make sure your feet are curled under. That stretch to the bottom of the feet. Rolling your feet also feels pretty fantastic too. So give that a shot here and there. All right. Plant into your hands. Push up and back into your downward facing dog. And let's pedal out those feet. So let your right heel drop and then your left. Stretch through the calf, the hamstring. Take your head to the left and the right. Remember to grab deep into that core. We are going to be using the core today to support for everything that we're doing. It's definitely involved in there. We don't have a ton of focused core work, such as planks or sit-ups. So use this time to really get some flexion in through the core, wake it up, bring your shoulders forward over those wrists. Take a couple deep breaths in our plank position. Okay, so for today, like I said, it's a power day. We're building power. So meaning that we're going to kind of take some time to gear in, flex up, and then explode through a move. Some of them curl the toes or the tops of the feet down now. Some of the moves will generate, power kind of back and forth. We have some kettlebell swings, some thrusters, and then others such as the band pulls. It's really going to take conscious effort to where we're going to contract and pull, build the power into the initial part of the move, and then kind of retract and come back slow. So I'm going to run us through what we have going on here and give alternates if you don't have all the equipment, and then we'll get started. So we're going to be counting today. We're going to start off with a pop squat. So pop squat is basically the ground portion of a squat thrust. So that's a burpee without a push-up. But for this one, you're going to jump back and then forward, staying in a squatted position. So plant your hands, you're jumping your feet back, and then you're going to pull your legs up and stay in your squatted position. Jump back and then up. So the goal is try to get that power push, bringing the legs forward fast, pulling the arms up off the ground using the core. Just 5 of those. All right. If you don't come into a plank position, if that doesn't work very well for you, you can do a couple different things. You can walk, right? Just try to kind of walk, keep your hands down. If you don't bring your hands up at all, I'm going to have you sit low, plant your hands as low as you can, and then power up and down this way. So that's going to be your power. Drop low into that squat, contract a bit, explode, come back super fast. Then we're going to go into our heavy dumbbell, and we're going to hit up 8 thrusters each side. I've been loving these recently. Slide the shoulders back and down, contract deep through the core. The reason you want to go heavy here is because you have to use momentum and power to get the weight all the way up. So again, wind into it from the ground floor. Ching, there's your power, explode, and then reset. 8 each side. All right, then we're going to come to our band that's behind the head. If you do not have a band, then just grab a weight, okay? So you can totally use a weight, but I still would like for you to function the movement like we will be doing with our band. All right, so we're going to go into a tabletop position, smack the low back into the ground, grab through the shoulder blades, power, and then release slow. Bring power, grab, contract, release slow. So if you're holding a weight, you'll start back here, pull right up over the head, release, release, find that explosion. 10, there. Then we're going to do 20 kettlebell swings. If you use a dumbbell, you just grab around the bell, your kettlebell swings under the legs. Get focused on grabbing with your glutes and core and thighs. So your legs will lock up top, but the knees will not be taking the pop, right? The contraction and power comes through your glutes, your core, your hamstrings. Making sure to use power and momentum. Okay, then we're going to do serious tuck jumps. Okay, so winding up for each one. We only have 5. I want you to use your hands, your arms, wind in, swing back, get those legs up as high as you can, squat, wind up, and we'll go again. If you don't do those, pretend with one leg, right? Swing, contract, other leg. Find the power, find the power. Then we're going to do banded rotations. Grabbing your band, shoulders back and down. Same thing, power, release slow, power, release slow. If you do not have a band, I'm going to have you just contract and hold a weight. Find the same thing, power, contract, contract, contract back. Find that quick twist. Watching your hips, holding everything stable. So just weighted, we'll add a bit. Then we're going to go to a ball toss sit-up. If you don't have a ball, just do a jackknife sit-up with your weight. Obviously, don't throw the weight. All right, so you're going to come down, then up, throw the ball as high as you can, smack the low back onto the ground. So you got to gear up, power, find that big, big toss. Then we're going to finish the set with 20 more kettlebell swings. All right, let's get going. We're going to start with our pop squats. We're going to get through 3 rounds today. All right, here we go. Plant those hands, back, sink deep. Think power. 3, 4, 5. Nice job. Just a little gear up, getting us ready, throwing that heavy weight around. Grab deep into the core, contract through the back, use momentum and power. 3, 4, 5. Think working all the way from the ground floor. Energy from toes to crown of the head. Other side. 1. 3, pack that back. Use your thighs, your core, your glutes. Looking good. 2 more. 8. Beautiful. All right. Heading into that overhead pull with your weight or with your band. All right. We got to get that gear up, set up, find that low back in the ground. Ready, set, power. Release. Contract, hold. 2, Scan the body. What are you feeling both directions? Build that heat. Find compensations. Where is the body trying to cheat? Push those shoulders away from your ears. Find that grab in. You have to wind up, take a sec. Get the power. That push. Explode. Think about explosive energy. 8. Light up that back. And the core. And 10. Perfect. Nice job. Okay, we're going to go into our kettlebell swings. First round here. Remember, regardless of how heavy your bell is, always pick up from the ground. Hinge forward. Get your core locked, your back strong. Make sure you're hinging as opposed to squatting. Also, regardless of how heavy or light your bell is, really find momentum to power the swing. Your power comes from the hips, the glutes, the core. Push. 15. Here's 20. Be in control and set. Perfect. Feeling good. All right. Next up, we're going serious touch jumps. Make sure you got some energy. Make sure you're going to find that power. Gear in. Swing those arms. Explode. 1. 2. 3. Envision you have a super high box. 5. Got to get on top of. All right. Your rotations. Setting into the core. Big trunk activation. Finding the power. Nice solid base of support. Line thumbs. Belly button, nose. And sternum up. Your arms are not doing anything. You set your shoulders back. Twist from the core. Find that power. 7. Wind in, gear up. 8. 9. Build that flexibility and mobility through that mid back. Now we get the other side. Here we go. Twist, power. Explode. How much contraction can you keep around that core the whole time? Not just as you're exploding. Explosive power. 10. Beautiful. All right. Grab your ball or weight for your sit-ups. Think about explosive power. All right. Going for 10. Roll it back. Hit that low back into the ground. 4. Power from that chest. 7. 8. Lots of contraction staying in that core. 10. Perfect. Now we get Another set of swings, and we're back to the top. One set down. Think power, right? Find that focus. Toes straight ahead. Use those glutes. Flex through the quads. Pop the hips. Not the knees. Thirteen, drive through those heels. 18, 19, 20. Perfect. All right. Take a quick down dog. Hips up and back. Let your hips drop to the right. And rotate your hips to the left. And then let's hit up our pop squats. Ready, set, go. Power. 3, 4, 5. Let's go fast. All right. 8 thrusters each side. Pack the back. Find your explosive energy. 3, 4, 3 to go. 2, where's that core? 1, similar to your kettlebell swing. Stack. Heels, hips, shoulders. That pelvis is set at the top. So hips not pushing forward or holding back. Locked in place. 7, 8. I got too fast there. I'm gonna use that hold. Power. All right. Overhead pull. All right, get that distance, set it in, ready, set. Find your power. It's a little different than an eat and drink move. I know we're going slow, one direction, but it's really more about finding that power. That's our focus, that's our activation. Grab through the back, the core, those serratus anterior muscles. 8, slow back, grab. 9, find that contraction and explode. 10. All right, already back to those swings. Here we go. Fifteen, get that core. 18, 19, 20. Ooh. Feeling good. All right, we're going to do our serious tuck jumps. Not lame, not fake, but serious. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm going to rotate my second side first this time. So grab your weight or your band. Solid base of support. Working from that core. Find that power explosion. Rotate your belly button and nose with your band. Focus on that torso contracting. 2 to go. Perfect. Side it around. Get your set. Explode. That's it. Set your shoulder blades. So your arms are fixed. And it's your back and torso that's doing that pull. 3 to go. Control, contract, explode. All right, hit that ball throw, sit up. Where's your power in this move? Find a little power play, even if you're not throwing the ball. Explode on that come up. 8, 9, 10. Definitely different than what we're normally doing, where we don't want to wind up to hit that flexion. But today, yes, it's a little bit of a mind switch, totally keeping the body from becoming complacent. All right, 20 swings. Focus, contract, and then thrust. Find your momentum. Find your core. 14. Always contracting the back. 19, 20. Perfect. 2 down, my friends. 2 down. Flat on our back this time. Gear up for that last round. Interlace your hands behind one leg. Extend the other one long. We'll go 3. Little pulse stretch. I don't know about your hamstrings. Mine are feeling it. Those swings. All right. Flip it over. We have that pop squat first. Trying to get those hands up off the ground. Suspended in motion. I'll have to do a slow-mo video, see if I'm really getting it done right. All right. Find your power from the ground floor. Here we go. 8 each side. You can feel when you get this one done right. You feel that power from floor to ceiling. 7, 8. Witching. 1, 2. Halfway. 6. Flat back. Strong core. Nicely done. All right, overhead. Fan pull. You got the power. Don't worry, I will not quit my day job to go become a singer. Knees over hips. Come on, baby. Make it count. Get a little oomph. A little grit. 5. I've got to watch my knees. They like to fall in. It's easier to hold them there. 3 to go. 8. Flex, 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 flex. Power. Gear up. Explode. Whee. All right. Here we go. 40 swings left. We're 80 in. Let's get those that 100 count here. Ready, set, and 1. Feel what's going on. Set into it. Fully in the moment. Each part of your swing. Find power. 18, 19. Get a little forearm stretch. Whew. Good job, friends. 80 swings. All right. We have those serious tuck jumps. Wind it up. I feel serious. Phew. All right. Here we go. Get those torso twists, trunk rotations. I think we should think in terms of trunk explosions. How tight can you flex that torso? 6, 7. Try to keep those hips as straight ahead as you can. 9, 10. Set up, get your foundation, and go. There we go. That was a good. 9, 10. Ball throw. Hello, Ranger. Here we go. Contract. Scoop that belly. 3, 2, push. I want to see Oh, how far? 3. Come on, come on. 7. Get it higher. 8. That was better. 10. All right. Did we get everything? I think so. All right. All we have are our swings. And we're there. Feels good. Got a little drip going. It's always nice. Good old cold winter. Grab deep. Stick the hips back. Keep the back flat. Keep your thrust. 12. 13. Lock those thighs. Well done. Well done, well done. All right. Back of the mat. Push those legs straight. Open the chest. Slide the shoulder blades down. Plant your hands on your shin or quad to open the chest. Lengthen the back. And then drop forward. All right, we're going to start on our backs today. Don't worry, we'll still get our pigeon. Tuck your right knee into the chest, extend the left leg long on the ground, and then push your knee to the left. Nice twist here. Place the outer edge of that right shoulder on the ground. Nice twist. Rotate back to center. Push your low back into the ground. Extend your leg long. Interlace your hands behind your calf. Straighten through the back of the leg. Feel that lengthening of your hamstring. Try to relax into the stretch. Rotate your ankle. One direction and then the other. Pull a little more. Other side. Extend that right leg long. Tuck your left knee into the chest. And then push it over to the right. Extend your left arm long on the ground. Try to get both shoulders in contact with the ground. And then rotate back to the middle. Bend your right knee if you'd like. Place your foot on the ground. And then lengthen through the left leg. Get that hamstring stretch. Relax into the pull. See if you can keep that pelvis square on the ground. Rotate your ankle one direction. And then the other. And then pull a little more. All right. Both legs. Bring both legs up. See how straight you can get them. Use your core. And then take your hands inside the arch and pull the knees out. Little happy baby. Feel the back spread onto the ground from the low back, mid back, and upper back. Pull your right knee to the ground, then your left, then your right, then your left, right, left. All right, both legs up together. We're going to do a little plow. It's up to you though. Grab your hands behind your booty, and then you're going to swing your legs back. Hold support on the low back, and you can just let your toes drop as far as feels comfortable for you. So maybe they'll touch the ground, maybe they won't. Such a good stretch for the back of the neck. Okay, bend your knees. Let them drop around your ears and then slowly roll down and up. And let's hit that pigeon. All right, bring your right leg forward. Flex through that front right foot. Square the pelvis off. And then walk your back knee back as far as you want to, keeping your pelvis squared off to the ground. So that usually means putting a little more emphasis and focus on pulling your left front hip to the ground, and the right hip's going to pull back toward the back of the mat. It's a good time to kind of think about habits and behaviors. I've been talking about that a little bit. What would you like to set up? Not a get rich quick or get fit quick plan, but really just long-term commitment to constant progress, to constant growth. Switch to the other side. It's really how long-lasting success is found, because things are going to come up again. You can commit 30 days, 60 days to really focus on yourself, but then what about when, your big assignments due, or you have a pitch to make, or a couple of the kids get sick, or mom moves in? There are going to be things in life that interfere and get in the way. So behaviors and habits, not just physically, but mentally, nutritionally, emotionally, all that goes to health. They've been trying to find the perfect eating regimen for years for everyone, and that's just not how it goes. So much also goes into the environment, lifestyles, culture. So depending on where you live, your culture is a go, 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 drive, 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 more, more, more. So maybe sitting back a little bit, maybe that's your focus at first. Don't even worry about running 3 extra miles a day or eating less calories. Focus on less, just contentment, appreciation, and gratitude. Hinge forward over your butterfly stretch. All right, well, thanks for having a little bit of a longer set with me today. It's fun to be able to get some time into it. And let's just do it again tomorrow. Keep the good times rolling. Commit to this habit.